Am I just bored and want to make a video? Because I'm not feeling like I really need to make a video logically, but I feel like I need to make a video because I'm bored. All right, so anyways, this is my newest pendulum that I actually snagged off of a ceiling fan. And I love it. It's very heavy and brassy and responds very well. So anyways, super cute. I have been reading a book that I have quoted before in videos, and I made like a little excerpt video this summer. And I'm almost done with it. It's a trilogy. It's like the third trilogy I've read of Paul Selig's, and I just wanted to share it with you in case you were ready for some next level stuff. And then I'm gonna pull some cards. Oh yeah, Sadie needs to do things. It's called Beyond the Known Trilogy. His first book was called I Am Word. I Am Word? Yeah, I Am Word. And there was like 3 books there, and then there was like another trilogy series, another 3 books, and now this one is Beyond the Known. So this book, Beyond the Known, this is the first book, Realization. And I'll just like cover one quick concept in case you can like use it in your life. He talks about the upper room, which I identify as like your higher self or your higher mind, and how when we know ourselves through being our higher selves or in our higher mind, we lift everything to us. And then of course, in contrast to the upper room is the basement, and that's where our egos live and hang out, and it's kind of easy to be pulled back into the basement until you've practiced it long enough. But anyways, I'm just loving this book. Beyond the Known Trilogy. So this is book 1. So I'm like right there. The chapter I'm on is called Rearticulation. So I'll just read like one paragraph, the first paragraph that I saw. We ask you each now to be remembered by us. Just as you are, wherever you sit, allow yourself to be enfolded in remembrance. We are remembering you as who and what you have always been, beyond any claims made for you or by you in opposition or denial to your inherent worth. The divine as you, who has come as you, is not only worthy, but a blessing to the world. And to deny your worth at this level is to deny the opportunity that is being presented to you to bless the world. What is blessed is known in love, and what is loved is healed, and what is seen anew is made new by the eyes that see the world, not only in love, but in awareness of what has been. We intentionally say this, what has been. So many of you believe that to lift something to the divine is actually to deny what has been, when in fact, what you are doing is realizing what has always been. That is not denial, but a re-articulation or re-seeing. You are not negating something. You are seeing through it, beyond it, to its inherent meaning, to what it truly is and can only be in the upper room. So we still have challenges and all that. It's just, we're going to re-know things. So what I'm finding interesting is that I'm also going through the Course in Miracles lessons again. And like yesterday was like, I won't see with my eyes. And then today was like, I will see through Christ's vision. So it's like to re-know something, to re-realize, to re-articulate something is to see a different perspective, is to know it differently. And that's basically what it means to be in the upper room. Yeah, you still live in the world, but you can see it differently. So anyways, I wanted to share that book with you, and then pull a couple cards. See, this is how I chose my decks today. See how like this is like kind of ombre Thought that was real pretty. So I grabbed a very coordinating ombre deck. Soulflower, kinda, sorta. And then I was like, you know what other deck has real pretties? Is Awakening to Your Divine Self, and then the Crystal Power Tarot. It's been like a little bugaboo around me all day today. All right, so on that note, I am definitely doing better in my own perspective of things since I made intentions to do so. So I feel like just making intentions to see things differently, or to be willing to be taught to see different things, to re-know things, to accept things in a different way is really helping me. Just making an intention to be nicer, more patient. That's been happening. It's like from one contrast to another for me. Like, I actually drive myself crazy because one day I'm like, I hate everybody, and the next day I'm like, I love everybody, pretty much. All right, so I do love this deck, Soulflower deck, Plant Spirit Oracle deck by Lisa Estabrook. I used this all the time in my podcast, Herb Oracle, which I believe all the episodes that I did are uploaded here at YouTube. I'm almost positive about that. All right, so coming in, we have Mugwort with Integration. So what a great card to connect what I was trying to hopefully convey to you about, you know, the upper room and re-knowing things that may have been in the basement, but now they're going to be re-known in another way other than the word integration, and it's coming in with Mugwort. It's getting blurry with Mugwort. I have some Mugwort on my kitchen counter right now. I was hoping to smudge it, so maybe I will burn some of that. There is a rhythm and balance to all life, a dance between physical reality and the spiritual world. So when you burn Mugwort, it's been said that it might help you dream more vividly. It's definitely a high priestess type of vibing herb, and it's like used for other things too, like definitely a bitter, but I personally just love the smell of it. And I think kind of like thinning that veil a little bit between this dream and another dream, the other world, the physical reality and the spiritual world, which one's more real? Mugwort opens and expands your consciousness to embrace all that you are, light and dark, body and spirit. Light and dark, body and spirit. Some days you love people, some days you hate people. Integration, it's just who you are. Just keep rolling with it. Improve it if it would feel better to improve. You know, like if I think I would feel better having more patience and love towards people, then I will improve myself. If I don't think I'll enjoy it, then I won't. Helping you to integrate all aspects of your multidimensional consciousness into your everyday practical life. So, is there an upper room? Is there a divine Christed consciousness awaiting for me to tap into? Are we all Christ consciousness and we just haven't woken up to it yet? Like, how do you live in this world? Go to work, do your thing, work with muggles, and still live these concepts. So A Course in Miracles has always been described as a living curriculum. Like, I can say I'm studying the lessons, but really, if I'm truly studying, I'm living them. Like, it's starting to affect my life. So when I first started making those afternoon ACIM videos, which I am starting to miss, which is a good thing because next year I am going to pick it up again. I describe the Course in Miracles as like a blender, like it was shredding my life, because it was activating my life. It was starting to bring things to the light that needed healed. So it was kind of like a bridge between light and dark, and I had to learn how to integrate that. Still to this day, I read the Course in Miracles lessons and I think, what the, wow, that's crazy. But it does something to your brain. It helps you. So you don't need to memorize the Course. You don't need to like get so caught up in the words per se, but you study it by living it, by letting the Holy Spirit use your life as an example, as the schoolroom to learn your lessons. Yeah. And a lot of times that feels like your whole life gets put in the blender. So being spiritual, being physical, being all of that, you know, while we're in this so-called dream, like I've just been hanging out with Aaron, Michelle, Jesus, and you know, this is very consistent that really nothing in this world is real. It's an illusion, but we think it's real. So like in any dream, you play it out. Do you ever be sleeping at night and it's a dream, but it plays itself out like it's a movie or something? And a lot of times you can like wake up in that dream and kind of know you're dreaming, but you're still dreaming until you finally wake up to be in this dream. Yeah, that wasn't confusing at all. All right, so I didn't know if that would stop the video. That's how I started the video. Just raise a hand up there. All right, so mugwort with integration. That's good. That's good. We just do one card. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm pretty low key today. I'm not like all like jumping on like a monthly, like, oh, it's September. Oh, it's October. Like there really was no calendar reason to do, look how pretty these are, to do a video today other than I did work today. I do want to have one foot in the physical and one foot in the spiritual. I want to keep on practicing bringing in messages and meaning, and I don't want to get bored in life, so I got to make videos. So this is a collective consciousness oracle deck because so many different artists came together to integrate their art and their perspectives and to make one deck. It's called Awakening to Your Divine Self. I don't even know if you can order it anymore. And we got one of the cards I don't really like, but it's a good card. It's Imagine. There's like a clown. Hold on. There is a clown on it. Going upstairs. This is like a dream. Big sunshine. But yeah, like a scary little clown face. You can tell it's a mask though. And he's holding something. He's holding something. And then there's like these flower balls just floating in the air. All right, black and white steps. Let's see here. Black and white, dark and light, contrast, duality. Imagine is the word. So we've got integration, imagine. They both start with the letter I. I am here, I have come. So, oh, I know what he's holding. He's holding a key. All right, so he's holding a key. Welcome to the dreamy awareness of your inner world. Goddess is calling you through the lavender clouds and creativity balls. Those are creativity balls, you guys. To come and spend time here in reverie. You've been given a secret key. So the clown is you. Now is the time to use it. Use your key. Put on your outfit of swim shoes and hoodie. Get your hair out of your face. Be ready for anything. Once engaged and playful, this wild and exotic inner ride is a direct link to a better outer world and life. So I would have to agree 100%. You got to do your inner work and then you see it outside of you. You cannot change anyone other than yourself. So like Florence Scovel-Shinn, she says that she will not do treatments on anyone for you, but she will do a treatment on you. So she will not do a treatment on your husband or your coworker or whoever, but it's you. It's you who needs a treatment. So once you do that inner work, your outer world will be better. As you dreamscape, the goddess crafts your imaginings into reality. Take the steps to your rest stop. Okay, so use your imagination often. Visit your dreamscape often. If this is a dream, just like you can sometimes wake up in your sleeping dreams and have an effect and change what happens, like lucid dreaming, which mugwort helps with that. So we'll have to burn it. We'll have to burn some. So use your imagination to craft a dream of your liking. Here in this fantasy world, the sunlight is always on, the goddess is always available, but you alone must activate it. Climb the steps, turn the key, and open the door to your very own lavender dream imagination station. So I'm gonna have to put some lavender in my aromatherapy diffuser. Keep doing that inner work. Feeling less of a cold-hearted bitch and actually enjoying the dream. You can have a happy dream. That clown does not have to look scary, that clown mask. And maybe you should be more of a clown. So what do we want to imagine? What do we want to integrate? Can we use our imagination to foster integration? To foster the things that we thought we maybe had to renounce because we want to be in the upper room, but you can't reject anything from the upper room. You'll lift it and renew it, and if it's not supposed to reside in the upper room, it won't anymore. So what that means is, like, if you're high vibing, you can lift something and maybe change the way it appears. But if it can't keep up with that energy, if it's not supposed to be in your reality, then it's just going to vibe out. It's just going to go away. So we've got the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. The Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. And the card on the top is calling me, and it's the Queen of Cups. Like, I put the deck down, but then I glanced down and she slid. She slid over a little bit. So anyways, we've got the Page, the Queen, and some wands. So we've got Angel Aura Quartz for the Queen. We've got Ametrine for the Page of Swords, and Garnet or Garnet? Garnet? Garnet. You guys, there's just some things I can't grab a hold of. All right, so the Queen of Cups, that to me says like queen of the emotional realm. You know, it's like, what did you need to integrate? Maybe you needed to integrate your mental and emotional bodies. Maybe you needed to have more balance there, right? Not be so cold-hearted, right? Maybe it can sometimes be the other way, not be such a over-dramatic emotional softie, like get more into mental things. But we got the Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, and Five of Wands. So the Queen of Cups says, I trust my knowing and follow my heart. I trust my knowing and follow my heart. So imagine more love in your life. The Page of Swords says, I take care of the detail and stay in control. Now there's these three little butterfly fairies around him, which I think is super interesting. And the Five of Wands says, I stand my ground and look for peace. So when these come in together, I do think that we should be more heart-centered. Use the intentions, use the good I word, intentions, to imagine integration and stand that ground. Say to yourself, I am going to stay super solid in my intentions for inner peace. And when I establish and look for inner peace, I will reflect, project, and manifest that outward into my outer world. Just say that to yourself. I stand my ground and look for peace. I take care of the detail and stay in control of my mind. I stay in control of my mind. So that's a good way to use your imagination, a good way to stay in the control of your mind. Don't let your mind wander. Like, this isn't like daydreaming. I don't think like daydreaming without control is a good idea, because then your ego takes the wheel and drives you into a wall. So it's like integrate these aspects of yourself. Mugwort says, expand your consciousness and embrace all that you are, light and dark, body and spirit. I like that there's light and dark stairs. All right, is that it? Is that it? I mean, like, that didn't tell me anything I didn't already know. Let me ask the pendulum here if I should pull any other cards. It's saying I should pull a soul flower. No, not the awakening one. You can't really see. You just have to trust me. All right, and not a tarot card. Okay, it's saying, Sadie, pull another soul flower so you can like your video. Beyond the known. Yeah, that's like why I want to read the next two books of Paul Selig's in that trilogy. Oh, jumped out. This is a very popular flower right now in my life because it's one of the last things that's still surviving in the backyard, calendula. And it's been rainy today, and I kept looking over that way and seeing how bright and orange. They're just like so orange this year. Calendula says communication. So as we bridge these worlds, as we kind of, would you say, integrate our hearts and our minds, we need solid communication. We really do. We have to keep on communicating with ourselves. We want to keep the lines of communication open with our higher self. We want to keep the lines of communication open and available and willing for the Holy Spirit, for God, or whatever name you want to give to it. Your guidance system, your guides, your teachers, your future self, if you would like to think of it that way. Like constant communication, kind of like the birch trees who are in constant communication with the Creator, right? Always be in communication with your network, and that network is you. So notice what you're imagining. Notice what you're feeling. Notice what you're thinking. Notice what you're saying. Notice what is triggering you. It's really important to notice it, to think about it, to address it. Make better intentions. Stick to them. Be disciplined. Control your mind. Our thoughts and words have great creative power, both positive and negative. They can be positive and negative for both ourselves and others. Calendula helps soothe your thoughts and words with warmth and compassion and understanding, so that there is a balance between assertiveness and receptiveness. Yeah, so there is a balance between assertiveness and receptiveness in communication with others. So there are lots of calendula flowers out there that are just hanging out in the cold rain. And, you know, it takes many, many flowers to make a beautiful face oil. And you know, it's up to you how you want to be. Like if you want, like I said, I'm only going to change if I think I'm going to feel better for it. I mean, if you're ego tripping and just love being a big old bad bitch and you just want to stick with that and be like way too assertive and harsh and sharp and, you know, unloving, void of compassion, I mean, that's your business. But I know that that does not manifest good things in your life. I have learned it firsthand. So anyways, use your thoughts. They're powerful. And like, words really are meaningless unless you put that intention behind it and you stick with it and you line up your energy. Yeah. All right. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, Calendula. Thank you, Mugwort. Thank you, Clown Face, Imagination Guy. Thank you, Five of Wands. Thank you, Page of Swords. And thank you, Queen of Cups. All right. On that note.
I'm not even sure if I liked my video. Like, was that the way it was supposed to go? I mean, definitely wabi-sabi. You should live your life. Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's better.